What is up, guys? FallenRedZeo here, doing some more Marvel Legends. This time we have some more Marvel Legends rides, or at least that's what I'm going to call them. Don't know if that's what they're called for sure. But we got here for the 80th anniversary, so we've got the 80 years logo down there on them. But we've got the first ride here of Xavier from X-Men, of course. We got the X-Men logo, and we've got Charles Xavier here. And so he comes with his hover chair, so that's kind of what his ride is. Then he comes with some different accessories that we'll look at and everything. But Xavier kind of looks a little weird, but of course we'll get into that when we look at the actual set. And then we also have the Deadpool corpse here, so we've got, of course, Deadpool, Squirrelpool, Dogpool, and then a bunch of accessories that go with it, like a little moped scooter here as well. So again, that's his version of the ride. So again, there's not much to look at. We don't have Build-A-Figure or anything with this set, so we just have these ride things. I'm gonna go ahead, open it, we'll look at all the accessories and the rides and the figures and everything. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first up here is the Charles Xavier, the Professor X himself, and again in his little hover chair, which is kind of perfect. Like, if you position right here, it does look like he's kind of like floating around, but as you can see, we have all sorts of stuff. So we'll go ahead and just look at it in general. This is all put together, and then we'll take it kind of like piece by piece and put it, like, look at it individually. But here we have his hover chair. So it's his gold hover chair, as you've seen pretty much in like the comic books and kind of like in the old 92 comic or cartoon series and everything, is more what this chair is designed from. So we do have this little like floating thing of air, you know, like air's pushing it off the ground and everything down here below, so that's what helps hold it up and makes it float and everything off of the ground. So we have that just pops, and this whole, like, all this stuff just kind of like all pops together pretty easily and everything, but it can like spin around and everything. So if you want to station, you can have, you know, the chair spin around and everything, but it just, yes, pops into the bottom of this ball here together. Then of course the chair just is two halves that just push together, so you can see the divide down the line there. And so then of course we have the little front compartment here where his legs are at and everything. Then we have his whole chair design, so all sorts of little mechanical designs and stuff, everything going on there. Again, I don't know all the details and everything, so I won't really go into it. I did notice this cool thing. So he has these little panels that slide out to reveal, you know, things like a keyboard type design stuff and little panels and stuff to be able to probably control more stuff related to the X-Men, and especially the chair itself as well, to have little control panels. But yeah, it's got those two in there, as you can see, both of those designs there. So yeah, they have these little things that just close together. Let me get the Xavier out and we'll look more at the chair details. Okay, so the chair, so again with the design and everything, so you can see the divide down the middle, and you can kind of see down in there as well. So again, it's just two pieces of the chair split in half that you attach together, and then you put the padding and stuff on the back, which obviously is just hard plastic, but it looks kind of like, you know, a back padding of the chair. So you just slide this whole piece down in there, and then there's also a bottom cushion there, of course, where he sits and everything, that you push into the hole that it goes into the bottom of this as well. So they all kind of connect into a hole together there for both of those. So it's just padded chair, and again, not much more detail to it than that. You can see it's completely empty down inside there where his feet go. But I just want to show all the details of the chair because I really like that. Again, it's like a, you know, a thin, hollow, like, or like thin layer of plastic and stuff, so it feels, you know, kind of cheap and everything, but it still looks really cool. I like all the details and everything in it. It looks really nice. Oh, and then it also has this piece of like blanket or whatever that you can put over his legs. I can't get it to like go on like it looks in the picture and everything, because it shows like in the picture on the box it's like sitting up here, but when you put it on, it kind of sits all the way down here, and then it keeps falling forward, and I can't get it really positioned on him. But you do have that blanket as well that goes onto his legs, so like he's covering up and everything there. So we've got the chair there. We'll kind of sit that over to the side and bring in Xavier. And again, I have this this Cerebro I guess helmet. I don't know if it has an exact name. The helmet thing here, I put that on him, but we'll take it off. So it does have this effect here. So obviously if he's using Cerebro, it's got this effect that's coming off of it to show that he's using it, but it just snaps onto the back of the helmet, so you can just pop it right back off if you don't want that on there. So then he's just got the Cerebro helmet on itself, and then you can obviously just take that off. I think this looks kind of weird because it's like trying to get it situated directly in the center of his face so it doesn't look too weird, and then it looks a little like the plastic is crooked or something. But yeah, it's just a helmet. Of course, he uses it to be able to connect to Cerebro, the big machine he made, to be able to like track mutants and all sorts of stuff. And so it's got, you know, the helmet design kind of like Magneto's, where it's got the piece that comes down into the front of his face, and then it's got this connection with tubes. Again, I don't know what it the tubes do or anything, if it supplies oxygen to him, I don't know, but it's just a cool helmet design there. Again, a little bit weird, and the plastic's a little crooked, as you can see some of the stuff. The tube down here goes really low and it's up higher there, and it's just kind of weird and everything there. But let's look at Xavier himself. So again, it's kind of just a plain and basic character, nothing too fancy going on to him. Just a guy in a suit is all it is. So we'll look at his face here. So there's a look at the face, and again, really big creepy eyebrows. So he's got these big giant black eyebrows that go up into these points and stuff. Very kind of creepy looking. Of course, very reminiscent of, like, you could change this up a little bit, like normal out the eyebrows, and it could be Lex Luthor, but of course they do Marvel and not DC, so it wouldn't really matter. But that's, you know, what this reminds me of. He's in an all green suit there, so he's got the, you know, the green coat, the green pants all together. He's got a white button up shirt on, then a tie, which I really like the colors, the black and light blue color tie there. I think it's just a loose tie that you can do with stuff. His hand designs are obviously in the point, so he's doing this where he can obviously do his Xavier thing where he's got his hand to his head, and then he's also got this obviously to do like his telekinesis and stuff, so he can go like this together and be like reading people or controlling things and stuff. So he's all connected there together as Xavier. He's got a belt there on the pants, and then again the green pants all the way down to get to brown dress shoes here. So he's got the brown, really nice looking shoes there, as you can see that they do really nice job with these kind of shoes. They look, you know, realistic and everything. Like, I've seen shoes exactly like this at stores and everything, so I like, they do dress shoes really well in Marvel Legends, but not really the other normal types of shoes. And I did also want to show here on the jacket, you can see kind of in there, it's not connected to the sleeve, so you could technically take the jacket off, but then it'd look weird with a green shirt with, or a white shirt with green arms, so it'd look kind of weird there. Let's look at movements though. Head, of course, can obviously twist around. He does have an ab crunch there, as you can see, right under the tie, and then it snaps there as well. The arms can obviously spin all the way around at the shoulders, which they had it to be able to, you have to kind of do, especially to get his hand up here on this head, you have to really bend that shoulder around. It's got the bicep twist there, the double elbow joint, as you can see, and then of course the hand can twist around, and then also flex back and forth like that. So same on both sides with both hands, and again twist at the waist. It's got the legs, so the legs can go forward. That's really as far back as they go, that far out to the side, so not very far at all. And then it's got the thigh twist, double knee joint, and then the foot that can obviously flex back and forth and twist side to side as well. So he's got some pretty good movements. Obviously not full range because of the jacket and everything, but he's got pretty good movements. His feet are a little bit, again, stiff and everything, so trying to get him to stand up is sometimes an issue, and everything keeps him just fall backwards and forwards, especially when you put the Cerebro helmet on. He's kind of really top heavy and everything on that, but we'll sit him there. And then let's see, we've got all these accessories here for Xavier, and obviously you just sit him down. It's like put him in sitting position, sit him down in there. And then he also, the last thing he comes with is an accessory for Shadow King, I believe it's called. This is for the Kingpin head, which we do not have the Kingpin build-a-figure yet, which should be coming sometime soon, so I'll have a video up whenever it arrives, the Spider-Man Kingpin way. And so this is a head that can go onto it and everything. So it has the hat here, and then the face and creepy eyes and everything. So it's like the glow glasses that keep falling off and everything. So we've got that head too, so once we get that figure, we can put that on as well. And so that's really going to be it for Xavier. So we got the, of course, the Xavier figure himself, the hover chair, the Cerebro helmet, and the effects that go with it and everything. And so I really like it. The chair, of course, adds a lot to it, and it's cool. I just wish his eyebrows weren't so crazy. That's the only thing I have kind of issues with the set here. And I do want to read though from the box. I kind of like these things. So it says, Professor Charles Xavier, better known as Professor X, is a highly gifted telepath and scientific genius who develops the Cerebro device to aid in the ability to control and manipulate psionic abilities. So there's a little bit of information on there, and that's going to be it for this X-Men Rides of Professor Xavier. And next up, we've got the Deadpool Rides with the Deadpool Corpse. And so this is a kind of fun and interesting little set. It doesn't all kind of fit together when you have everything put on here, because like I have all the accessories and stuff put on, so it doesn't fit together too well, but I have got it all together here. Of course, we'll take it apart and look at it as usual. But as you can see, we have the scooter here. Of course, is the Deadpool logo there on the front. It's his special little scooter. I have the kickstand up so it can actually stand up and everything. We've got a Deadpool there on the front, which I actually really like this Deadpool. Like, this is probably one of my favorite design Deadpools we've got so far. I'm kind of not a big fan of Deadpool, and like I feel he's being overdone and everything, so it's kind of like every time I see Deadpool, I'm like, oh, I'm just tired of this. But I really enjoy this version of Deadpool, the style of it. Then, of course, we got Dogpool there sitting on the back of the scooter as well, and that's what I was talking about. He's not even sitting on the like seat and everything that's like it's all crunched together. And then on the back of Dogpool we've got Squirrelpool, and so it's all sorts of fun little characters there. So again, we'll take it apart and look at each of Taylor. So let me get the characters off, and then we'll look at the scooter and then go through each of the characters. So let me get them off. So here's the scooter itself, and again, this is like I mentioned with the Xavier chair, this is just a really thin plastic stuff, so like especially back in here it's just super hollow, so it feels just like a really cheap like vehicle toy, like a motorbike or scooter toy here. So again, nothing too fancy about it, but let's look at it. So here on the front, again, I mentioned we had the Deadpool logo, so we have a little windshield and the mirrors that I had to attach into it and everything. So then we also have this speedometer, as you can see there, and of course the handlebars with the brakes and everything on it there. The little horn that attaches on and off to it, so you can, a little squeaky horn, and so you can go right there with that as well. And then got this, obviously if you twist it back side to side, it also controls the tire here, of the front tire of the scooter, so obviously you can like put on it and twist and go side to side, everything. That's sort of fun that it's got that into it. And then so obviously it's just a red design down to the feet part, where it's got the little pegs that you can attach Deadpool's feet onto it down in there. We've got the all black seat with a peg that said Dogpool on, so it's really thick like scooter seat that seems really big and everything. We've got the exhaust ports here coming out for, of course, the little scooter, which you would think scooters usually, I guess they are kind of gas. I don't never really like been with scooter. I thought they were electric, which they could be, but maybe it's gas as well. So that's what the exhaust port up all the way, big giant exhaust port coming up all the way out there is for, I guess could be. Then we have a light on the back for us, like a brake light or something. It's an orange light there. And then of course the back tire, we got the kickstands here or whatever, so it can actually hold up the bike and everything. So you can see all the design going in there. So it's, you obviously flip that up, and it obviously moves pretty smooth and easily. So that's like really nice, whatever, to have that. It just moves real easily, but we'll go ahead and move that aside and bring in Deadpool. So here's again the Deadpool that I really like, enjoy, and think it looks really cool. So we've got, of course, the classic Deadpool face there, the all red mask with the black circles around the eyes, then the white eyes, which look almost like pearls or something in there, the way it's designed. It's kind of a weird color choice they put in there. It's like metallic white or something. He's got a mouth, kind of looks like his mouth's kind of open. It's got like a circle type design in there, so it looks like he may be going like, oh, that kind of thing. He's got the little tail on the head, which if you've seen my videos in the past, I love when Deadpool has this little tail thing on the back of his hood or mask there. I don't like when it's just completely fat. I like that there. Then we got a suit, of course, classic black and red suit. Again, a little change up though in the design and details, again based off the comics and stuff. I do like this design around him. So he's got like these holster that attaches for his swords, that goes up around his shoulders, and it attaches, you know, with the sheaths here for the swords, and it's got this little circle on the front. I like that design. Then it attaches to his belt that he usually wears, again with a Deadpool belt buckle there, and then all sorts of pockets, of course, based off the original Rob Liefeld design and stuff, with all the pockets and everything for him. And then we do have these swords in the back again attached. You attach these two sheaths on the back and then into this silver part, and then you just pull the blades out and stuff, and they are gold blades with black handles on it there. And again, they just slide in. So it kind of gets stuck in there, but you can push them through and everything. But that's kind of what throws off the whole, like, putting all the characters together, is I wanted these on him, but it kind of adds that extra layer or thickness into him, so kind of it's hard to get Dogpool and stuff on the scooter with him. But we got the design, so again, the black down the sides and on the shoulder blades. Then he's got black gauntlets on there protecting his hands. And then, of course, red down the center. So, again, another gauntlet on that side, black down the side there, and then it goes all into the red. He's got the black boots on, which are kind of like motorcycle boots and stuff. I really like the design, and especially with the buckles and stuff. I think they look really cool. I really like these boots a lot. And again, that's another part that I like about this figure and everything. He also has a knife here sticking on his boots, so you can obviously pull the knife out. So it's actually an accessory there as well. So he's got two swords and a knife there, none on that side as well. Let's look at movement. So for headments, he can move his head, of course, side to side, and nod, which is kind of stiff. Every time I go to put his head down, it like does his ab crunch, so just have to hold on to it. And it's like I said, stiffer joint there. And we got the shoulder, of course, that can probably twist all the way around. It's kind of stiff, it seems like, and then obviously move all the way up. Bicep twist, double elbow, which his elbow on this hand is pretty weak. I'll have to be super careful with this not to break it. I don't know if in packaging it was bent up or something, but it looks kind of odd, as you can see there. And it's pretty weak joint. And then his hand that can twist a little, it's kind of because of this gauntlet, the way it comes down over the wrist, it kind of limits the range of movement, but it can also flex as well. And then he's doing this hand, so he can like hold a gun. He's got his pinky out. He can do like, you know, kind of like a rock and roll type logo. Just all sorts of stuff going on with the hand here. They can do it. Like I said, it looks like it's kind of set up for the gun, or for a gun, but it's he doesn't have a gun, so I guess it doesn't really do anything. Or maybe on the scooter you can put a hand, its fingers on like the brake or something. I don't know exactly what it's designed like that for, but it's, you know, could be multiple different things. Again, same on this side, same movements and everything. Ab crunch, of course, twist right at the waist, which is below the belt, so hidden under there. Then the legs, so they can come that far out, that far back, so pretty much like Xavier, again out to the side there, so not a whole lot of range of movements on the hip joint there. But then we got the thigh that twists all the way around, double knee, and then the foot twists right at the top of the boot, and then also has the foot flexion there and twist side to side and everything. So he's got pretty good range of movements there in his feet and everything. Not too hard to get the stand up. You just got to get him all in position and everything. So there is the Deadpool. And then we also have Dogpool and Squirrelpool here. So we got Dogpool. So he's just a little dog. So he's got, of course, a suit on similar to Deadpool stuff, all red and black there. He's got a black color on with a little dog tag on. Of course, doesn't say anything. He's got a mask on his face as well with the same Deadpool eye designs, and then a helmet on, because of course they're on a scooter, so he needs to be safe and wear a helmet. And then it's got the dog ear sticking out of the top, and you can see his dog mouth and nose there and everything. He's got his paws there up. Of course, they go on the back of Deadpool and everything, so he's sitting there with his little paws up. And then down below, you know, he's not covered by the shirt. He's got his legs and his tail and everything. There's the hole that goes on to the back of the scooter there. The only thing is he doesn't stand up or like sit up by himself. You pretty much have to have him on the scooter to be able to do it, because his feet are a little crooked. So if this one was adjusted more down, it would probably hold, but he doesn't stand up or anything. We'll just kind of lean him back over there. And then the last thing is Squirrelpool here, which has the peg here that attaches onto the back of Dogpool. But we got a little squirrel. He's got the Deadpool mask on and a collar and thing on here for little swords. So he's got little tiny swords. For a squirrel, they don't come out or anything. They're attached in there. Then he's just a squirrel body for the rest of them. So hands, feet, and of course the big bushy squirrel tail. So it's kind of fun and cute and everything. And I like how it does, though, attach onto the back of Dogpool. You just press it in there together, and that's kind of fun and everything. And the last thing that comes with the set is another accessory, kind of like the Xavier, is the Bob head. So we got head for Bob, the Hydra agent. I think it's Hydra. Yeah, Hydra. And so it's his head there, and so it's just smiley Bob face. So if you have the Hydra agent or Hydra figures and stuff, and you can attach this onto as well to make a Bob figure to go with the set, because of course he's a friend of Deadpool's and everything. So we've got that as well with this set. So that's pretty much it for the Deadpool. I do want to again read the box. It says, "Vroom vroom, baby. It's I, Deadpool, and my merry horde of fluffy-tailed friends. All aboard, dirty-pawed brethren. It's right off into the sunset time." So again, it's a fun little thing there for Deadpool, and that's gonna be it for the Deadpool. So that's gonna be it for these two sets of the new Marvel Legends ride for the 80th anniversary, where we had the Xavier from X-Men, of course, Deadpool Corpse from Deadpool and stuff, with the scooter and the hover chair ride. So again, two pretty fun sets, you know, kind of more expensive sets, but they're, I think with all the stuff they come with and everything, they fit really good together and kind of are worth the price and stuff, in my opinion. So I really enjoy and like these two sets. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel as we make our way ever so closer to 1,000, so you can be a part of the group and be an awesome nerd. But I want to thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.